Let's talk about the episode. Let's talk about the episode. So, Gwen, I am so curious to find out when you found out your husband that you only known for a couple of days that you decided to marry. I want to know how long it took you to figure out that your husband and your best friend was having sex because it's not a shock to you now. You know how many times people then played with that secret, then heard that secret. Now, Gabby and Stephen got it and using it. You using it and putting the screws to Dimitri. Now, I want to know how long you knew this was going along. This was going along, because trust me, you just not knowing about this. You happen to heard somebody talking about it. Maybe Gabby and Stephen talking about it, or better yet, Kristen with her loose lips. Your reaction, I'm not surprised. How could you react to something like that? You didn't know your husband was gay or bisexual. Well, first of all, you get to know a person first before you do the dumb move you made. That's first of all. Second of all, if you ain't catch none of them hints or clues that was thrown right there in your face, I can't help you. I'm not gonna believe for 1 second, Gwen, as smart as you is messing with people's lives and screwing up people's lives. I'm not gonna believe for 1 second that you happen to figure this out on your own. The way that the mirror house works and the way that the mirror mansion works and operates, they do too much of this and not enough of that. So it's obvious the way you found out about your husband is by some loose lips, like Gabby said. You happen to find out from somebody. You probably heard it from Stephanie, Kristen, little grown daughter with her loose lips. That's how Gabby found out about what's going on. So I'm not gonna believe for 1 second you gathered up all these facts, you gathered up all this information, put the data together, and came up with this conclusion. You was acting too foolish for me to ever believe that you figured this out on your own. And then I started thinking, and I went back and said, that Leo scene with her and how she was putting 20 on 10 about, ooh, Dimitri can't keep his hands off of me. Oh, he's wearing me out. Ooh, I can barely keep up. Ooh. She never, ever, ever did that. She been married to that man. When y'all heard Gwen bragging this hard, so I kind of knew something was stank there. Then once Kristen told her, and she, oh, I know. That made me find out that you had to find out somewhere in the middle with this Carter selling this money. You happen to find out somewhere along there or somewhere behind there, then with the loose lips in the Demira mansion, you happen to find out from a word of mouth, and you been the last person to know. I know that double piss and I know that double sting your behind. That you was the last to know that your husband gay. So I ain't gonna believe for 1 second that you put these clues together. Like I said, I wasn't suspicious of you talking to Leo and how you bragging about, oh, he doing me all night. Oh, I can't get enough. Oh, he doing this good. I said, Gwen got something going on. The first moment she come on with them first scenes, I said, Gwen got something going on. Or Gwen coming up with a scheme. When have y'all ever heard Gwen brag that hard about Dimitri? She talk about his penis a lot, but she ain't coming on as strong as she did this episode talking about Dimitri in front of Leo like that. She might have did it the first 2 times they had sex, but that calmed down. She ain't did that ever since they first couple of times they had sex, maybe once or twice after sex. She never gave this hard. That's why I said, looking back at that scene, I can tell you that whole scene was staged. Which was staged to make Leo pissed off, and Leo basically gave Dimitri the reaction he was looking for. Once Gabby and Stefan told him, I know what you've been doing, and Leo coming there, you two-timing me with my friend, and he get mad. Leo, haven't you done been with married men before? They can only sneak off as much time as they can. I don't know why you so surprised and shocked that you ain't getting no time with Dimitri. You ain't noticed ever since y'all cleared that car to sell, Dimitri time has been cut a little short with you. You're no longer needed. Have you not figured that out? If you haven't figured that out all this time, that man was using you, he might be gay or bisexual, but he can't do nothing with you. Think about it. Once it's over with Gwen, y'all might still, have a little hanky panky here and there. Once this exposed and come out, y'all can't be nothing but maybe friends, maybe sex friends, maybe doing it every once in a while. But Leo, I don't know why you so surprised and shocked that you're no longer getting time with Dimitri and now you're pissed about it. Gwen and put a bug in his ear about all this shit she getting and she can barely keep him off of her. Of course Leo gonna react like that because he used to be getting some of that. And now that ever since that Carter cell was cleared, Leo looking a little stank over there, and he a little bothered and mad that he haven't been getting some of this magic penis. Like I said, I'm not surprised the shot she put two and two together. We always know the mirrors can't hold secrets. They play their hands too hard and too fast. And I'm pretty sure Gwen heard this from a rumor or whispering, just like Kristen busted out in the open and got caught by Gabby. And then Gabby and Stephen helping to tell Dimitri, don't play with us. We already know. Let us tell you and save you some time for stop you for coming up with lies for us. It's just like they tell on each other, they hide each other's secrets. It's only a matter of time before somebody find out. Now that she know, well, Dimitri not that crazy, know that you sleeping with her best friend. Dimitri, you think what Gabby and Stephen doing to you, that's only about a 2, maybe a 3. The hell Gwen finna put you through. Good luck. I don't feel sorry for you, just like I don't feel sorry for her behind marrying somebody she only known for 2 or 3 days. Like I said, I'm here for her anger and her so-called revenge karma, but you should have been known about this, Gwen. Like, I want to feel sorry for you, but I don't want to feel sorry for you because you messed up and played your own self yet again with another man. Not saying where a relationship gonna go and if it's something or if this is a summer, fall, winter relationship and when spring come back that relationship over. Like you set yourself up in the most silliest ways that I'm bound to not feel sorry for you when you do something foolish like you just did now. You want to know that man for maybe 2 or 3 days and you already marrying him thinking you finna have a good life and a great life. And now look at you. I can't feel sorry for stupidity. I'm just sorry. It's soft for you, but not to the fact that I'm going to cry a tear or feel sorry for you because you got to learn to protect your heart. After Xander and all these other disastrous relationships you had, when do you stop and think and try to see what this relationship is about besides going in the head first and hoping that, everything fine out, I'm in love again. It's just like, when do I stop feeling sorry for you? When do I stop and say that you kind of did this to yourself? You want to know that man how long and you already like, I'm sorry. I just can't feel sorry for foolish people. Anyways, though, since we on the mirrors, Vivian back in town and Vivian is out for blood and Vivian finally got her some Kiriakis money. When the Kiriakis or somebody that's, rich, sometime a little cockroach, a little rat, a little vermin, a little squirrel, something gonna come out and try to get them a piece of something. So Vivian is the squirrel, the rat, the snake, the vermin that's coming around uninvited. Now, with Vivian being around, something is stank. Love you down, Vivian. Something is stank. With that Will, you talking about you still married to Victor. They can't find a Will. Something is stank, and it starts with Vivian. And where's there smoke, there's fire. You gonna mean to tell us you been married to Victor all this time and Victor couldn't stand you? Oh, okay, Vivian. Who you then found to force up some documents to pretend that you and Victor was married all this time. And that's the case. If y'all was married all this time, common sense would tell us, and normal people in the world would tell us, if you was married all this time, y'all was heading to a divorce, the papers wasn't signed right, the sign right, Victor and Maggie wouldn't be married, which means their marriage not legal in the first place, and they would have had to go back and cut your wedding on. I mean, cut your, like I said, it's something stank. Vivian had something to do with them papers. Vivian had absolutely something to do with them papers. How you think they catch bigamists and liars and all that? You gonna mean to tell me, well, this is Salem and anything can happen. But anyways, you're gonna tell me with Justin being y'all lawyer and Justin being a lawyer that you gonna tell me Vivian was married to Victor all this time? Maggie marries Victor. Their marriage is legal, but not really, because Vivian and Victor didn't go through the proper channels to dissolve their marriage. Yeah, come on now. Who y'all playing with? We already know Vivian got her hands in this stickiness. And you know she gonna enjoy her little purse and watch it come out that Vivian behind the deal with. Cause how the hell she got out of jail? You see what I mean? And Meg, who said that? Julie, I absolutely agree with you. It's something up with this justice system and something need to be done. All the hardened criminals can escape, walk around free. Oh, I got out on good behavior. Blackmail, lie, scheme, they were out of prison. What happened to the Gabbies, the Hopes? Who else got falsely arrested and couldn't get out? Lying. What happened to those people that actually got a family, not a career criminal? They can't go home to their families because they stuck doing time that they shouldn't have been doing in the first place. But it seems like all these hardened criminals can keep doing stuff all the time and manage to get off on good behavior. How the hell do these hardened criminals have good behavior? And how the hell do they keep on all getting it? What kind of crooked governor do they got in Salem? Well, with a prison at Brookville, where all these hardened criminals that's gonna continue to do the crime and the crime and the crime after again. Oh, I'm out on good behavior. Vivian being out on good behavior? Have you met her crimes? But we gonna let her out of prison for good behavior because she showed us nothing but a good person. What happened to the I forgot the people's name. They got the people's name where you got to be approved. What happened to them people? And did they not go over her record? How in the hell did Vivian get approved for good behavior and get out of jail so easy? Like I said, it's a whole lot of stankness going on with Vivian. I'm happy to see her, but she got something going on with her. She just got a whole lot of meat, got going on here. And it's starting with Victor and ending with that Will, and you see where she at now. To better news, Paul come back to town with his boyfriend, meeting his new grandfather. We all know John in here, troubles in the dad department. He finally officially found his dad. I'm not 100% certain that this is John's dad, even though it's proven that those dog tags wasn't yo main or low main, dog tags, and those are really his. Being a detective and also being what Marlene is, humor me with a DNA test is all I'm going to say. That's all I got to say about that situation. Humor me with a DNA test. Like, okay, I believe you, the dog test of yours, fine. You're my dad, I love you, to let you meet the family. Hit me with a DNA test where I know it's real. That's all I'm gonna say. After 3 days, I need a DNA test. And I tell him, don't take offense to this. You know, I done been down this road before. I need confirmation. Why haven't nobody mentioned a DNA test yet? Yes, him and John look similar, but I wouldn't care about looks or none of that. And him like in baseball. Him and me with a DNA test is all I'm going to say about the situation. Then we got Andrew Donovan back. Happy to see Paul. Not happy to see Teresa in her schemes yet again. Like I said, Teresa is going to drive me up the walls until she leave. You really need to let go of that Brady Bone, Teresa. Like, for real. You know he don't want you like that. You know you will never have Brady like that unless you drug him or feed him drugs or alcohol again. You realizing you're never going to have Brady like that. So what's the next best thing in Teresa's book of schemes? Let's use her new cousin Alice to make him jealous. Now, Teresa, you done tried that game in that role before twice. The way Alice threw you under the bus in Greece, I would have just walked out with my head down and went right on back to Salem. This man didn't even much lie to your behind. He must lie for you when Brady said, what is she doing here? He happy to entertain you, and we already know Alice is a sex queen, and you know he enjoying the chase of you trying to make Brady jealous. He down with all that or whatever. When it comes to the line part, Alice is not going to be there for you the way you think he's going to be there for you. And Teresa, that should show you right there. This man ain't even willing to lie for you. Why would you want to entertain this man? Now, if I'm here trying to entertain you and trying to impress you with whatever she trying to impress you with, at least lie for me or something. I can't even much get that. Teresa, I am higher in life and realize when you not wanted. See, this is the part where I don't like Teresa because she started to piss me off with these schemes and these lies when you know this man don't want to. So now you trying to make Brady jealous with his cousin. How many times and how many soap operas have we just seen this story play out? And at the end, she gonna be the one with the egg and looking like a fool. See, this is what pisses me off about Teresa. I love her when she here, when she not being aggravating like this. But when she aggravating like this, she works on my nerves. And she working on my nerves right now. You trying to go through Alice to make jealous Brady for what? To make Brady jealous for what? Brady don't want you. Brady done had 2 women before you after you. Of course, with being on the Brady, of course, being on the Chloe and being on the Kristen, you don't think your little scent gone by now? Or you thinking that your love was so great with Brady that it was going to, like Brady explained and told you, our relationship and our marriage was a disaster. The only thing that came good out of it was our son. Why would I ever want to go back down that road again? But somehow she thinks she gonna get him or whatever. Let's talk about Gabby. Let's talk about not Gabby. I already talked about Victor enough. Like I said, this doesn't stink with that. Sarah. I see it's always the line road for you. You could never take the honest road. You always got to take the line road. It's just like at this point, when do we stop playing and acting like we the victim here? You knew what you was getting into and what you was marrying. You knew his crimes. You knew his job. So when do we start feeling sorry for you, Sarah? And when do you stop playing the victim woman? You cannot keep that man away from his child. You can sit there and justify, oh, he not a good man. Oh, he ain't trying. Baby, the eyes of the law do not care. And it's obvious the eyes of the laws do not care about that. Kristen crazy behind got her daughter. So you really thinking with you doing all this scheming and all this, you don't think Xander can end up taking you to court and end up spending time with his child? Like Sarah, give it up. It's just like you want somebody to say, oh, Paul, you Xander, the baby father. Yeah, keep that man away from that child. He don't need to see that child. Wrong. You can't go back and change your mistakes and thinking you're fixing it because you're not pregnant with this man's child. You thinking you justifying it for all the crimes he get, Ava and Susan. Let me use that as a valid excuse and a valid point. And I noticed that you love to throw that in like you threw it in Chloe's face. You threw it in Chloe's face. You just love to use that. You know that you got a new excuse after the many other lies you came up with why you should get rid of Xander. Oh, now we're using this excuse of the Ava and Susan situation. But once you realize that Susan is alive, I wonder how your face gonna feel knowing that your lie is really a lie and it really didn't happen. Xander didn't really kill nobody. It was Ava, but she's not really dead. I wonder how you will feel once this come out that Susan is alive. I can't wait to see your reaction and see how you react to it. That you ain't got that no more to hold on, because at this point it's obvious you holding on to that for dear life, and that's basically your new excuse. Xander gave you a new excuse and you running with it and you holding on to it for tight, thinking that's justifying you for coming and not telling that man that's just his child. You see, your mama keep on pushing you to that, baby. That's not gonna hold up in court. You can't stop that man from seeing that child. You can have restrictions on him, but as for totally stalking that man and thinking you lying, thinking you doing something, holding on to that whole Ava and Susan and all them lies, thinking you gonna hold on to that, thinking you justifying. How long you willing to hold on to these lies? To Xander take you to court? I'm just wondering how long you plan on holding on to this for dear life. Because that's what you're justifying, keeping that man away from his child, even though you did tell on yourself when you had that baby and told that man to take care of his child. Like I said, Xander gonna put two and two together, trust me. He already done got the clothes. He pushing them together and trying to make them, he mathing them up. He gonna find out that that's his child, because you could never hold a secret. And once you find out what BS you is, it's only a matter of time. Like I said, I ain't never seen nobody try to lie for their whole entire life, and it never works out for them. I already got Ava out the way. Oh, Ray's sister and Sean, Johnny and Chanel back together. Not surprised about Johnny and Chanel getting back together. She had feelings for Johnny. She just didn't know how to take care of it or handle these feelings she had for Johnny. She thought she was bisexual like the women. Talia did, light up her world for the most part after Alley. Chanel and Johnny basically didn't get no proper ending after the devil came in and interfered with their marriage. Like, it was overdue. It's like, I'm not even much mad at it, because and you think about it, the devil interfered in their marriage. They was happy together until the devil came picking his head up in their marriage, and that's what made the marriage and the relationship go sour. They, was friends until then, and after that, they held on all this time. So I kind of knew Talia was basically a seat warmer for after Alley, to get those feelings out to see, did she really love Talia after all the stuff she did to her? Johnny and Chanel didn't really get a proper ending, because that the devil interfered and all that. And yeah, I'm not even much mad at that. I am mad at, however, Sean and Talia, they're kissing in that hotel room. I am kind of mad at that, but not really mad at that. And here's why. I'm finna do what Sarah on y'all. I'm finna play Sarah on y'all with why I think that I'm really not really mad at, Sean kissing another man. At Sean kissing another woman, and here's why. The latest stunt, EJ the Mara. Now, Babe, you know I defend you left and right. You know sometimes I don't agree with you and your lawyering, but hmm, this whole EJ the Mirror thing, it kind of rubbed me the wrong way because you want to pretend like I was legally separated from you, babe. That's what we gonna use to cover up that cheating with EJ. I was legally separated from you, and you know darn well you and EJ was kissing way before you decided to legally separate yourself from him because you didn't want to look like a cheater yet again for Sean. So you decided to do the right thing and separate yourself legally from him, for you can go and have fun with EJ. League is separated or not, you still cheated on that man, and that man gonna always take that as one of your latest betrayal. First time with Philip. So you know what? You didn't cheated 2 times already. League is separated or not. Let that man go ahead and have him an affair up his behind. Hell, you done got 2 up your behind already. Plus the latest one with EJ that I was legally separated from, but it don't count. But yes, it does count because you was kissing EJ and about to have sex with EJ way before those clippers came into play. You might can fool Sean, but you're not fooling us. So, in his eyes, Sean have fun, have sex. Hell, she done did it to you twice. The latest one was EJ. I ain't got none for her. So, yeah, I don't feel sorry for it all. I really don't. But anyways, though, y'all, that was the episode. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'll see y'all later. Enjoy the rest of y'all night. Have a good weekend, and I'll catch y'all later. Bye.